So my next question to you, Mr. Bennett, it's about technology theft. And in these couple of days, there are a number of news stories circling around about the articles right now in front of me. One is from Daily Caller. It says, exclusive owners of U.S. defense contractor making fighter jets, missile parts listed as Chinese intel agent officials. As you just mentioned, CCP has spies everywhere, right? And the other story is also exclusive story from Newsweek. It talks about Chinese spy balloon or CCP spy balloon were packed with American technology. And we know that in the last week's Friday town hall, the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, talks about an audit. And he said by the end of the 4 years of this administration that we want the Pentagon to have clean audit, okay, for the very first time. So I wanted to ask you a question. We know the theft has been going on for decades. And how would this audit prioritize or help to stop the CCP's steal of not only the civilian technology, but most importantly, the military, the dual application advanced military technology?
It's a great question. I think that to me, there's twofold. Number one, the audit is just to find out where all the assets are. And because right now, I think there's like $2 to $3 trillion of assets that we can't put our hands on. So the audit to me is going to be more about financial, because we're still pouring in $900 billion, almost $1 trillion a year. What you're talking about to me is a higher priority. It's got to be done now. You have to do basically an assessment of every piece of major military equipment or system, right, in military systems, and you have to see the component parts, what parts come by companies either controlled by the CCP, companies that have given their technology through joint ventures to the CCP, or companies that are just controlled and operated by the CCP in mainland China. You'll be shocked about what percentage of our military technology actually is one, making profits for the CCP, but number two, they could cut us off at any time. So I think those are two different things. They're both urgent. I will tell you the financial audit is going to take years. And when Pete says he hoped to have it done by the time that President Trump, this term will be over 4 years from now, I think it was a real hope. But the other part of it, the assessment of the component parts of military systems, what part is actually in the hands of our enemies and making money for enemies. Because remember, there's people in China and the CCP that are very happy to supply component parts to the Americans as long as they're making money. So I think they're two urgent issues. They have to be both addressed right away.